All right, so we're back. So we were just finishing up talking about our value. And we were talking about Jabaz and where he got his value from. He got his value from crying out to God, okay? And God reinforced who he was by granting his prayer. He cried out to God, God, take this label of pain off of me, okay? And in that exchange, he asked God to bless him abundantly, to multiply him, to put him on target, and to keep him from evil, to creating him a clean heart. So Jabaz did his part. We've got to do our part. We've got to put the work in. All right. Once God has already done his part. Once God does his part, we've got to do our part. Okay. So now that we have come into the knowledge of our true value and how that our value stems from God's love, how our value stems from who God says we are, we've got to walk in that. All right. We have got to reinforce that. And sometimes we'll have to set boundaries to reinforce that by not allowing the bad stuff in, the bad behaviors in. I was talking with someone today. We were talking about how when we love people, sometimes we can have a tendency to enable them in their poor behaviors towards themselves or towards us. Yeah. So we have to learn where we've enabled certain behaviors and be able to ask God to give us the courage to cut those off so we can walk in our true value. Because how are you truly going to be purposeful when you're being used and abused? Let me tell you something. You cannot. It will always come to a place that will bring you to a halt. Okay, you'll get so far and it'll bring you to a halt. And I'm speaking from experience. Until I took control and took the power back and said, no more, I'm walking in my God value. That's when I begin to see a flow of my purpose coming forward. Even me doing this right now, this is my purpose flowing. No fear. Why? Because I'm confident in the love of God, that God loves me. My value comes from him. I'm his handiwork. And guess what? If you come, you step to me like, you know what? You're not this, you're not that. Let me pray for you. Okay. Because I'm all that, not because of who I am, but because Christ loved me so much that he gave his life for me. Now, if that's not love, I don't know what is, but some of us need to simply accept that and accept the fact that we are valuable and we are worth it. Okay. So God bless you. This was our value module. This is Kimberly Lee with